It's a new morning. I'm Timberly Whitfield. Are you looking for a little spur-of-the-moment adventure? When was the last time you took a road trip? Just packed up your bags, grabbed a map, and hit the highway. It doesn't matter if you're driving or just along for the ride. The fact is, most people love to hit the open road. Maybe it's because we have a natural wanderlust, a need to see what's around the corner, see new faces, make new friends. With all of its twists and turns, we wander, get lost, and learn a lot about ourselves, because the journey is often more important than the destination. Welcome back. Ever wonder how you could possibly pack everything you need into that tiny carry-on bag? And why do some people get an upgrade to a first-class seat while you're stuck in economy between a screaming child and a drooler? Well, my next guest has got the latest scoop on these and other burning questions. She's the author of The Woman Road Warrior. Please welcome Kathleen Amici.
Hi.
So good to have you here.
Great to be here. Thank you.
Now, Kathleen, you say that men and women travel very differently. How so?
Well, the first thing is safety. Men are not as concerned or don't have the same issues when it comes to their physical safety. Let me give you an example. A colleague of mine was recently having dinner at a hotel in the hotel restaurant, and a woman came up to her and asked her if he could buy her a drink. And she said no, kindly just pushed him aside, and he said fine. He left without incident. She finished her meal, signed the check, meaning she put her name and her room number, went back to her room. 10 minutes later, he's banging on the door demanding that he comes in the room.
Wow, like it's something you wouldn't have thought.
You wouldn't have thought of. So the tip here is, if you're going to sign your room, which we all do, we're all going to sign the check and we're all going to put our room number, give it to the waiter. Secondly is that, women, by trait, by tradition, whatever, we're caretakers. We always want to put everybody else first. And so that translates when we get into a hotel a lot of times is we are going to put somebody else first, meaning we're not going to always complain about the room if we don't like it, and we're not going to look out for our needs first.
Let's talk about actually, packing and traveling with our luggage. How do you know? Do you check, not check? Is there a good rule of thumb on that?
That is the age-old question. If you're going with a family of 4 for a week to 2 weeks or 3 weeks, it's going to be almost impossible not to check.
Yeah, you got to check.
Let's be realistic. So if you're going to check, a couple of tips. You don't want to bring your valuables and check those. You want to take them on the plane with you. Valuables, I'm talking about jewelry. I'm talking about your cameras. I'm talking about your medicines. Everything like that should definitely go on the plane with you. Always put an itinerary in your bag, because if the bag should get routed somewhere else, sooner or later they're going to have to go in there, and they're going to want to look to find out who you are and where you're supposed to go, and it'll get routed to you much quicker.
That's interesting.
Yes.
I hadn't thought of that.
Okay, good.
I like that one.
Good.
Okay.
And the other thing is swap a couple of outfits with the person you're going to be traveling with, so that if your bag ends up in Topeka and everybody else is in Phoenix, you have at least something to wear until your bag catches up.
That's
with you
also a good idea.
Good.
Wow,
I'm
learning things here.
Glad to hear that. Okay, so
now we're going to do what? You're going to show us how to pack for what? 1 week?
A 1 week.
A 1 week trip.
1 week trip.
Okay, where are we going? I guess it doesn't matter.
And it doesn't matter. We're going to the beach.
Okay.
Somewhere nice.
We're going somewhere nice.
Somewhere nice. Now, the biggest challenge that women have is we pack too many shoes. So one of the ways to go about and to get over that challenge is to pack using the shoes first. Outfit starting with the shoes and going up. So what I'm going to say is we're only going with 3.
Okay.
And we're going to start with, the tennis shoes have really changed these days, and they're not just tennis shoes. They're very,
cute.
aren't they adorable?
Love them.
So, I would say you need one of these. And also, what you want to do is you want to wear these on the plane. You always want to wear your heaviest items on the plane.
Okay.
So you're going to go with these, a pair of slacks, and probably your sweater.
Okay.
Because, I hate to say this, I don't want to be too morose, but, if anything should happen on the plane and you got to get out quickly, you want your shoes and you want your toes covered.
Okay.
All right,
so these.
All right, and then we've got 2 pair of slacks. We have 3 shorts, 5 shirts, and the rest of our accoutrements.
This is for 1 week.
This is for 1 week.
You're good.
I'm going to go there. So we start with the heaviest items. We're going to go with our slacks first.
Okay.
And the best thing to do is lay them out flat like this, waistband on each side, and bring them over. Because you know what? It's all about making sure we minimize.
So, and you definitely pack the pants first.
Pants first.
Okay.
Because think of it as an iron. All right? Everything else goes on top, so you're ironing.
Okay.
And then let's go with the shorts.
And then shorts.
Let's go with the shorts.
These are the shorts,
Let's
right?
go with the
Okay.
shorts. Now you got a couple ways to do this. For right now, I'm just going to put these shorts in here because I've already folded them so that they're nice and compact. Another thing you can do is roll. I love to roll.
Yeah, someone said, our producer said that rolling is
Rolling
actually,
is wonderful.
I never do that. So
Save
you
a
can
lot
go
of space.
Yeah.
We're going to roll the shirts.
Shirts, okay.
Yeah. So we've got right
And
now
they don't wrinkle?
four.
Do they
don't
not wrinkle? I want to try that.
Well, you know, and if they do, all you have to do is let's put them on a hanger and you put them in the shower when you're showering.
Okay. So
and then
doing
they'll become wrinkle-free.
Okay, great.
All right. So we put
Great.
them around the.
And this is a carry-on.
This is
right?
a
The way you're saying,
carry-on. Oh
okay.
yeah, we're going all carry-on
So this
here.
is all carry-on
Yep.
for our 7-day trip.
For our 7-day trip. Our skirt's going in real
Okay.
quick, and then we're going to put our sweater in.
Mm-hmm.
And from here, I've got a dry cleaning bag because we put that over here right now, and that's going to keep everything again nice and secure.
Okay.
Now let's talk about our 3 ounces because we're bringing this on. Okay, I've got 2 different sizes here. This one is our 3-ounce bag. It has our mascara, it has our gels, it's got our face cream.
Security.
This is what you throw.
Okay.
We're still in our 3-1-1 right now.
Okay.
So
What's that,
that means
3-1-1?
3 ounces, 1 person, 1 quart-size bag.
Okay.
And remember, every security person's different, so that they're going to tell you one way or another, but you've got to stick with this.
Okay.
Okay? Then I've got a very large bag for your prescription drugs.
Okay.
Okay? Because you can definitely use those as well. And so you can put those in here too.
Okay.
We've got our 2, right here, our 2 pair of shoes.
Okay.
One thing is our heels. You got to have our heels because we want to look good. Now, you can do 2 things with this. You can leave them alone here. You can put Ziploc bags around here, or shower caps are great.
Oh.
That's a great way to protect your heels.
So how do we just put the shower cap
Put the shower cap over there from
right
here
over
to here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Or
good idea.
very sandy clothes when you're coming back from
Yeah,
the beach.
that happens all the time.
Happens all the time. Here I've got our sandals. Very
And,
nice.
and I never put shoes last. This is the first.
Yeah,
so
shoes
that's
last.
interesting.
That's
Shoes
right.
last.
Makeup bag on top. Now
then what's this?
This little gem I always keep in here. These are the things I can't live without. Antiseptic wipes.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I have a 5-year-old, so
Okay, so you know
I travel
how to
with
work
lots
with
of
these?
wipes.
Okay,
Yeah,
these
lots
are
of
very,
wipes.
very, very important. Can't
Need
go
those.
without our travel clock.
Okay.
Can't go without our cell phone chargers.
Okay.
Straws. Now, who would have thought of straws?
No,
right?
why do you need those?
Okay, straws are important due to the fact that if you're going an international trip, the water's different. If you're going to drink a pop can, it's always in water. You don't want to get whatever, you might have a stomach ailment, you use a straw. Isn't that
Okay.
fun?
Interesting.
Yep. Flashlight.
And flashlight. Okay.
Always have to have a flashlight. I
Okay.
always keep this in my purse. All this stuff stays in my purse because you never know when the lights are going to go off wherever. And you remember, always know where the exits are in the hotel room. And of course,
So
you have our
this
cell
and
phone.
all of this stays when you're traveling. All of this
All
stays in
this
your
stays
purse.
in my
this
briefcase.
top part, or
Exactly.
it just stays in your carry-on.
All this stays in my briefcase.
Either one.
All the
Okay.
time.
And
that's it.
Yeah. Well, before we go, we wanted to ask you about the upgrade. We talked about that
Talked
earlier.
about the upgrade,
Yeah. How do you
yes.
get? Are there any tricks
Well,
to getting an upgrade?
For an airplane upgrade, make sure that you are part of the frequent flyer program. Use your air miles. Try to get your upgrade early. Even if they stay on the upgrade list because it can come through at the very last minute. I've had great chance on getting those at the very last minute. Also, miles from your credit cards. It's a great way to use your credit card miles. Hotel rooms are the same thing. And you know, always, especially at hotel rooms, I got an upgrade last night at the hotel room just because I asked.
Oh.
All you
Who
have
thought?
to do is
You can ask.
You can ask, and people will do that.
Look at this.
How about it?
Amazing. I mean,
And it worked.
this is our 1 week on the road.
One
Can't
week
believe
trip.
it. I don't know if I can get all my stuff in here.
Oh,
I don't
you'll
travel
do
as
it.
lightly, but I'm going to give it a try.
Good.
Thank you so much
You're
for coming
welcome.
in.
Thank
These
you.
are
It's
great
good to hear.
tips. Great tips for traveling light
I appreciate
and traveling safe.